I recently came into 10K and I'm thinking about putting into Bitcoin. Thoughts? I am rolling over the 10K from my 401k to Fidelity, but kinda want to invest it into something, and I was thinking about buying BTC with it. I know it's risky, but I am willing to take a risk. Should I invest 10K in BTC? I'll ask the BTC subreddit. If you don't care about the volatility, go ham. If you haven't gotten your sea legs yet from this thinking rocking like crazy, slowly tiptoe your way in through DCA. If you're rolling over a 401k, you should only roll it into another 401k or an IRA. Doing anything else comes with huge tax losses. Like, you may as well throw away half of it. I'd talk to a financial planner. Those with $200 wallets telling a guy with 10K what to do. Ha ha ha. Not for or against, but just be aware of the tax implications of doing this with 401k money. Get the $10,000 from elsewhere. You don't mess around with the 401k. Start a new portfolio. That's what I do. I started a crypto one because of the halving coming soon. Go to a casino. You will lose it faster and it will be more fun. It's a win-win. Follow me for more financial advice. Before you invest into Bitcoin, please read the Bitcoin Standard and understand what you are putting your money into. Some would view putting the money into Bitcoin as the least risky thing you can do with it. Bitcoin that can't be sent to self-custody isn't Bitcoin and adds risk. Fidelity may be low risk, but people thought Bear Stearns was as well. When the debt wrecking ball is released, there's no telling which financial pillars crumble in minutes. What I can very confidently say is a block will spit out in about 10 minutes. Yeet it all into Bitcoin. No regrets. Do what you want, but don't expect Bitcoin to be a comfortable or even guaranteed investment. A year from now, that $10,000 could be worth $30,000 or $5,000 or still at $10,000. You'll sometimes see 10-20 price swings in a day. Also, do your research and buy on a reputable exchange that's not going to go out of business in few years if you want them to hold the Bitcoin for you. If you learn how to do self-custody, are you prepared to send $10,000 worth to your own wallet without fucking it up or permanently losing your backup? If you can handle that, go for it. Put maybe 10 in BTC. Go traditional with the rest. Don't be no scared. Okay, you are going to take huge penalties for not rolling it over. How about you roll it into a IRA? Then take the penalty amount from outside the 401k funds and invest in Bitcoin. If you'll be okay losing the 10K, yeah, definitely put it into BTC. You're asking the Bitcoin subreddit, what answer do you think you're gonna get? Talk to a tax specialist. Rolling over your 401k is not a taxable event. Taking it out to invest will be, unless Bitcoin has become an option in one of those portfolios. If it is an option, deciding how much to invest will be based on many things like your age and other assets. Reddit may not be the best place to axe. Also, you will likely lose vesting and pay penalties if cashing out. So even before the huge tax penalty, that 10K shrinks. Buy 40 sheep, sell the wool. Maybe you'll make some money in a couple of years. Don't you have to pay taxes if you sell your 401k? Or does Fidelity offer the option to buy BTC? If it does, do you get to own your own keys? Do what you want. Stop asking broke Reddit users their opinions. Most will lie to you because they want to buy cheaper. They won't get it much cheaper than it is now. How you netting $10,000 from a 401k rollover? GBTC still at a discount until ETF. MSTR often outperforms volatility hedge. unless your Fidelity plan gives you direct access to. Some combination of those two vehicles could make sense. Buy real estate. Do it. I only mention this because you mentioned Fidelity. It's easy to buy BTC there, but the fees to do so have gone up recently, FYI. Every day now. Hey, I have a bunch of cash, should I just toss it all into Bitcoin? If you have to ask the question, then you probably shouldn't. The risk is overstated. The Bitcoin network is unstoppable. And it's the only legitimate cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is a leaderless, permissionless, global payments network that makes financial settlement of any amount possible between any two people on Earth without any intermediary. Bitcoin is absolutely groundbreaking, revolutionary technology. But before you drop that 10K, learn more about what Bitcoin is and isn't. Once you've done enough research, you won't need to ask here if it's a good idea because you won't have any doubt. Do it. What are you waiting for? Do it now. I would DCA 500 week in 20 weeks. Why? 1. Based on economic data. I still expect a bit of price movement down. Ben Cowan talks about this quite a lot in his YT channel. 2. You diversify the risk substantially, even if the prices won't go down. 9-10 of that I would put into an index fund, and take the 10% and put it into BTC. Then act like none of it ever existed. Put all 10K in and do not touch it for 20 years. Not the worst time to enter. Prepare for it to possibly go down a bit though. Don't get scared. Maybe wait a bit since it could retest 21K or 16K the next months. Do it. In 10 years you most likely won't miss it. But if you buy 0.4 BTC, you'll most likely be very happy. Put 5K in Bitcoin, 5K into your 401k. Bitcoin is not risky. People just don't know that yet. It's a good idea, but you need to understand why it's a good idea. Read the Bitcoin Standard. Read articles. Watch videos. Get as much information as you can from different sources and make up your mind. 10K is a lot of money. As someone who has more than 10K into BTC, I would absolutely do it. But don't listen to random people on Reddit that already put a lot of money into Bitcoin. We are all biased here. Risk in Bitcoin is overblown primarily by the media these days. It can be volatile. That's about it. Just hold on to your seat as long as you hodl on, you'll be fine. Statistically, being right after a bear market with only 6 months until the halving, this is a very good time. I bought one whole Bitcoin last month because I am not into the DCA mentality. I just want to get the coin and not think about it. I check the value every day, not because I'm emotional, just out of interest. When it falls, I get greedy and think about buying more. I personally hope it drops to like 20K. That would be nice. Instead of DCAing, how about putting in 5K and sitting on the other in case there is a big drop? Not financial advice. I triple dog dare you. Do it, do it, do it. Yes. Then wait 10 to 14 months after. Take a small loan if needed. Never sell it. Pay back loan. 4 years later. Repeat. With the same rules. Give it to someone you love. TED Talk over. Do it then immediately. Cold store. Forget about it for 4 years. I would fill up an emergency fund first with cash. Then pay off debt. Then contribute the remainder to max out my employer's contribution to my 401k. And lastly, dump the rest into Bitcoin. I would read the Bitcoin Standard before investing anything emo. If you are sold, then start with a semi-sized chunk. Then DCA in weekly. Plenty of time before anything major happens. Do it.